Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome to your Avalon Rituals April reading. My name is Julia. Thank you for tuning in. I have a bit of space on my left to show you the cards now that are already on the table so we can have a look together. I'm going to lay out, or I have already laid out, the Lenormand for you. And I'd say let's dive into your reading, shall we? What you need to know is that the Lenormand is a beautiful method to have a look into every area of life. You see 36 cards, each have not just one meaning but several meanings, and therefore you can really go deep into a reading. But I want to focus now on you. I want to focus around what's in your immediate environment, what are the most, I would say, the closest things that play a part now for you. And therefore, I'm going to your card, which is on the top row on the right, number 32, what's 32? 32 is the moon. Why did I say 32? That's emotions. No, it's 29. I don't know what my brain just did here. 29 is your card. And no matter of your gender, so even as a male person now watching, I am going to use for this general reading the lady as your card. There is always another person, which usually is your love interest, your partner or an ex-partner. Sometimes it can be a friend or a colleague or a family member, and that person now is here indicated by the male person. Let's just see how it goes. So far I can say that you and this other person are very far away. That might be someone from your past, or it might be that there's like a distance between you guys, either emotionally, mentally, or even physically. But let's start with your card first, because you are in the top on the right in the house of the coffin. So that's a deep transformation. There is some sort of ending that you are focused on. Maybe a transformation where you are letting go something. It could refer, because I said the moon at the beginning, which refers to emotions, and that combination would indicate that there's some grief or sadness. So that could be a thing for you here as well, with you in the placement of the coffin. Having a look around the cards around you, they do look, in fact, so far so good, because the work, or let's say the anchor is next to you. The anchor next to you can stand for stability, it can stand for security. It's the work card. So you might be focused on work this month, and maybe there's a change in your work life, which is actually something that I just saw, because the let me just have a look. Yeah, the stork is next to the anchor, so there seems to be some sort of change when it comes to work, stability and security. Stability and security could always mean in yourself, or outer security and stability. I'm sure we're going to dive deeper into this, because that's literally what you're looking onto. It might sometimes indicate, the anchor might indicate something like not moving. So maybe you don't want to move, maybe you don't want to change, but changes around, like changes here, that could be an indication of these energies here as well. We do have the ring next to you. The ring could be a contract or a partnership. Partnership can be a business partnership, a friendship, or a love relationship. So far I have to say, what I can see is that this is either a strong contract or a strong influential partnership here that might be related to your work life. I don't see the heart close to it. The heart, in fact, is relatively far away. So that's why I feel like this feels more like a it doesn't need to be that this is, it doesn't mean that this is not a love connection, but love doesn't feel like is playing a big part at the moment here. We do have the key next to it, and the key is success. So having the success here would of course indicate success in a contract related to work, or success in a partnership, whatever way, private or business-wise, related to stability, which could mean that there is a very strong and secure relationship here. I do feel like I really want to dive into this topic now, to get more informations. The key here is in the house of personal development, spirituality. So, and following your dreams, I feel like is something here as well. So there is something related to a key for you in this situation where you might feel the calling to do something. You might feel very intuitive about a situation here. There's some sort of destiny where this card also leads to a decision. Oh wow, okay. And the decision is now, when you see the last 4 cards, there's actually a decision to end something here, or to transform something here. That might be related to a friendship. It might be related to someone or something that was very supportive here. But I do feel like there's also an inner change that is happening within you, that you feel like it's now time to let something go. And we do see this transformation energy here. That might refer to a job or a business, because the number 8, the anchor, the coffin is in the house of the anchor. So again, that we do have another connection here. In your further environment, we do see the scythe and the rider. The scythe can talk about something that is being cut off, cut away. Actually, it seems like something is being cut away that doesn't resonate with you anymore. And then we do have, suddenly there is movement. Maybe movement towards unclarity, because you might not know how things are going to develop. But I do feel like this movement is actually a good thing that is happening here. If I now have a look onto the ring again, in the house of the ring, that's the bottom left, we do have the cross, and the cross talks about karma, destiny. Again, that's what I already said earlier, that there's a karmic situation, a lesson within a specific contract or relationship that is happening here. I do want to stretch the energies a little bit further out. So if I now have a look onto the card of the if I have a card here, if I have a look around the anchor, we do see again the change. There might be that a contract is being cut off or shortened, like something is being let go of. Doesn't need to be a complete letting go. Maybe something is just being, like, for example, you just work 10 hours instead of 20 hours. Something like this. And that could be a solution to the situation here. No matter if this is for you now, if this anchor is related to stability and security, or a specific connection, or to work, I do feel like there's definitely a change, and this change actually is going to be something very positive. And through this situation, you are maturing. Also, I feel like there is some emotional maturing. Also, the intuition feels like is being, like you're learning to trust your intuition. That's something that I get here more and more. And also when it comes to the contract, the ring, or the partnership, clarity is coming in, success is coming in. And this also refers to some decision of, this feels like letting something go, transforming, changing something. The mirror, the ring is mirrored onto the best card of the deck. So that's what I mean. I do feel like there is really luck and happiness coming in. But for this to happen, something needs to be let go of or changed. That could refer to a specific environment, because also moving the environment, maybe this is something that you're going to do. Maybe you're moving the job, maybe you move out of a specific environment, which could relate to this partnership or friendship or business contract, but there's something along those lines. And I do feel like there's a new start coming for you, new growth coming for you, and new stability as well. It almost feels like you are withdrawing from a situation that once gave you joy, or from a specific environment. Again, we do have this again. But also through this moving away from something, it feels like you're growing a lot. And also, again, there is like this karmic situation, this lesson energy. There is stress and nervousness in your house. Maybe a little bit excitement. The birds can mean excitement too, but it could be stress and nervousness. And when I now have a look onto the card that is left to the birds, which is the last long row in the middle, in the center of the row, there's number 11. That's a conflict energy related to this other person. So I want to have a look what I can find here with this other person. As I've said, the two of you are relatively far away. It's like he's on the one end, you are on the other end. Let me see. It might be that there's some sort of communication blocked. And like I've said, this doesn't need to be a male person. Swap it for you, right? A contract or a communication that seems to be blocked or at least challenging. Challenging because I feel like this is talking about the withdrawal or a separation. Like I said, that could be an ex-partner. Maybe a situation with an ex-partner is there is a solution, there is an opening, like something is being resolved. That could also mean the situation that we see here, something that you maybe were carrying for quite a while, some relationship that had in the past that was a karmic relationship, but that had also had a strong influence on you. But it seems like this is now being resolved. And also this other person is falling onto the key. So this is the resolution. There's a resolution energy. I do also get that there is a loss and maybe even an energy of betrayal that was part of a karma here. A deceit or a betrayal, something that was not quite right or honest, that is part of a karmic situation or a lesson. I do feel the situation with the other person, though, is going to clear because we have the luck card, the clover here, and we do also have the sun card. But the connections and the energy I get from it is more like this is going to heal, it's going to clear. There might be a loss of a specific, again, this is coming in again, that the environment you are in is changing in some way. Let me just see what else I can get here. Since the anchor and the ring card are so close together and you are on the corner card, that always shortens a reading because obviously then there are a lot of cards missing and I can't read as many cards as I would if you would, for example, be in the middle of the reading. This is why I do feel I'm going to have a look now around. I'm going to have a look around the card of the heart because it seems like there is a blockage or a challenge in your love life, but you're also moving away from it. There's a strong influence that a withdrawal had or has. That might be also an energy. You know, the interesting thing is, and this is not happening all the time, obviously, because in a card reading, you can fall on any of those places, but you are on the right. And usually you would say you read a deck from the left to the right, like you would read a book. Which also means that we're looking onto your past. So I do feel like there's a lot of energy and most of the things are something from your past. So you're dealing with cleaning up and clearing up past experiences, past karma, past wounds, or a past connection that had a specific influence here. That might be related to, like I said, a separation, a withdrawal, where growth came out of that, new growth came out of that. And also this conflict energy here. There's still this conflict energy here related to the other person that has a specific influence on you, which was a very emotional, it feels like I feel very vulnerable here and very emotional and like some sort of anxiety that this has caused. But I do feel more like this is something that happened in your past that you're now working through. And like I've said, there is this resolution energy, like something is really going to opening up. There is a change, possibly a decision that you're going to make to end something, to clear something. And I feel like this is going to lead to really long-term happiness and success. And like this energy is finally resolved. All right, Pisces, I'd say I'm going to leave it at that, even though the reading is slightly shorter than the others. But I do feel like this really is the reading that I have here for you, or the messages that wanted to come out for you now. So I hope that helped. I hope it resonates. If so, leave a like or a comment or subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Mwah.